Aaron Judge has 51 home runs. The league and the season has 6 more weeks left to go. That's 10 shy of Roger Maris's famed 61. Benny, my question to you is, do you think he gets the 11 to break it in the next 6 weeks?
I mean, there's a damn good chance. I wish the Yankees were playing a little better because right now he doesn't have a lot of protection in the lineup. And one of the reasons, he was able to do what he was doing early in the year was that protection. But I mean, he's having, one of those otherworldly type of seasons. Like, I haven't gotten to watch an incredible amount of baseball this year for a number of reasons, but I do follow it closely. And Judge is having like one of the, I remember always, before, the fallout of all of it came out, the way Barry Bonds looked those last few years when he was hitting 70 and getting to that point, every at bat was just like this semi like sure thing. It was like, this guy's going to get on base. He's going to either hit the ball hard or he's going to hit a home run. And you had this weird kind of confidence every time he stepped the bat. Aaron Judge is kind of feeling that way. I was like a little low on Judge earlier in the season because like, motherfucker, take the contract, extend, stay here. What's your problem? Bet on yourself. Shut up. And now I'm like, oh, okay. Good for you. Good for you, kid. I appreciate your gumption, So, but I do think he can do it. I mean, he's looking that way right now. No sign of slowing down. Yankees need the game still. It's not like they're just sitting out in front and they need, like they still need to shore up their position in the standings to get where they want to be. They still need the help. The pitching is, getting thin at times and they need the offense. So I think he looks so dominant that he could break the non-steroid record. I think that's the funny thing to talk about now is the fact that we have 2 home run records essentially until one of these new clean players gets up to 70 and then balances it out. But so I think the clean record is in reach and Judge could certainly do it. Yeah.
Love that. And I also love because it's like, I also haven't super been able to watch all of the games, but you see the narrative surrounding the Yankees on Twitter and they're like, oh my gosh, how do you lose to the Angels? How do you like lose to the A's and stuff like that? And then I look up and they got around 80 wins. And I'm like, man, most teams in the league would kill to be in your position right now, and you're just not enjoying it. So I think that there is a holdover of a generation that grew up with the core 4 that's not going to be happy unless it's like championship. And then even when you do win the championship, it's not going to fulfill you.
I mean, I love that too. It's like, but it's such revisionist history as if the core 4 never had a fucking slump.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like they never ripped off a bunch of games where you're like, oh, they suck this week. It's fucking baseball, man. Yeah. It's like a Led Zeppelin song. It's peaks and valleys. And baseball fans, I never understood the impatience of a baseball fan, Like it never makes sense to me. The whole beauty of the game is letting the whole ocean play out and seeing the whole thing, Come
on. Anyway, Benny, I want to get into the Aaron Judge contract situation. Most people around the league, according to John Hammond of the New York Post, believe that Judge will re-sign with the Yankees. After this kind of season, are you confident that both parties believe that staying together and continuing their partnership is the best path forward?
I think at this point, man, because like this is just sheer business. And the Yankees, and even baseball for that matter, have had such a hard time finding stars, finding people who can stand out amongst this pack of, like bearded white guys, angry white guys, like, the whole thing that happens in baseball. Aaron Judge is one of those few guys because of his size, his name, the Yankees, the home runs. He's breaking out of baseball a little bit, and he's one of the bigger names and stories to come out of baseball in fucking decades, really, at this point. So, and the Yankees, if they're anything, if they're a business, and they're a very smart business usually. And I think the post A-Rod, Sabathia Yankees, where they were kind of trying to bring up this new core of players that didn't really pan out specifically, it was really hard for the sort of passing mainstream Yankees fan.
Yeah.
The people who turn on the TV looking for names, and when they don't see any, the wins and losses are cool and not, but like it's part of the show.
Yeah.
And the Yankees, I think, realize that, and they'd be nuts to let Judge go for any price at this point. I think both sides realize that. I think he knows he can maximize his opportunities there. So it seems like it's going for Judge to be a Yankee for a long time, probably just for a shit ton of dough.